So it's Sunday morning. It's really early. I I've been experiencing some really quite bad anxiety this week. I'm feeling a lot better today because I had a really good night's sleep, which is really rare for me. So I thought I'd come and have a little walk around the churchyard because I've got some things to do today. So I thought I'd pass through here, and then there's loads of guys cleaning up the churchyard, which is really lovely to see. I think they're all volunteers on my quiet little walk through the churchyard, but it is what it is, and it's lovely to see volunteers cleaning up the churchyard and making it look really nice for the winter, because obviously this is the time of year when people are coming to visit family members' graves and put flowers down for Christmas and stuff like that. So yeah, that's lovely to see. But yeah, they're all hard at it. And speaking of loved ones who've passed, and people who have passed, that brings me quite neatly to something that I was going to talk about in this vlog. Yeah, but first I need to complete the tasks that I need to do today. Come over to the old shop today. I've still got my keys because I really do need to get rid of my old industrial machine. So I did put it up for sale, but I got loads of like phony messages and stuff, and people knocking me down on the price, and basically some abuse I got from people on Facebook Marketplace. So I thought, I'm not having that, so I deleted it. And then I've deleted all the people who were like hassling me. And I've rephotographed it because I just want rid of it, because I want to be able to give Joe his keys back and not have any loose ends kind of knocking about here. So that's what I'm doing today. And also, I do have a lot of fabrics in boxes up in the attic. So I've got a few days away from the shop now, so I need to sort through some fabrics and look at what I'm going to be making in the next few weeks. I got up really early this morning, walked the dog, and now I'm here, and then I can carry on with having a day off. So this is the culprit. It's very, very heavy, and it's up on the first floor. It took 3 of us to carry it up, so it's going to take 3 people to carry it down. So yeah, it's just become the bane of my life, basically. But it'll get rid of, and then I can put this chaise up in the attic for safekeeping in case I need to use it at some point in the future. I'll come back for that. I'll come back for some more of those another day. Lovely little early morning trip out on a Sunday. It was beautiful sunny weather, nice and crispy and cold. Yeah, but I'm back now and I'm going to show you what I've brought back, because I found some incredible vintage fabrics that I'd kind of forgotten that I had. This one is a kind of like a two-tone, and it's almost like a very light taffeta, and it's got this herringbone kind of grain to it. So it's kind of semi-sheer, so I'm not sure what it's going to be good for. It's kind of like electric blue and gold. Absolutely beautiful. I've also got a very similar one in red, but this has got a straight grain rather than a herringbone. I think you can see the gold grain through that. But again, quite kind of satiny. The really vintage fabrics that I've got, that I've been sort of collecting over the past couple of years. I have made a piece in this one before. It was like a poncho. It's a very grainy vintage cotton in these beautiful autumnal burnt orange and gold hues. That is a really beautiful piece of fabric. It really feels kind of thickish and quality cotton, and the print on it is very kind of organic. Right, let's do this head on. As many of you know, many of my followers know, I don't like working with stretchy jersey fabrics, but I do like working with them when I make my framed pieces. So the frames are all around the edges and then kind of hanging off, very punk, that kind of thing. So when I'm looking at jersey fabrics, I'm looking at the kind of punk element to the print. This one is kind of wild and fiery. That's very, very stretch, and that's going to make a really wild punk style dress. This one is like a kind of a pastiche. Of different imagery. And then this one, oh my days, I've been saving this for when I got round to making something with it. And this is a bronze and gold with a lip. How cool is that? Because I'm going to be able to cut out the parts to go into different parts on the body. Maybe kind of like the mouth across the chest, or a string of them down the body. And such a beautiful kind of gold bronze background. And I found some wools as well, because I'm absolutely determined that I'm going to start doing some of my delicate savage pieces, which are all hand stitched again. I haven't done one for a couple of years, but I'm going to start doing them again. I'm sure that my followers on my social media are getting the impression this week that I just bang out dresses really, really quickly. Because I've been showing some new pieces, but the truth is I had a huge amount of pieces that I'd half finished when I was at the old studio, sort of half finished, quarter finished, and I'm just working on those and finishing them off to get ready to put on the store. So I'll show you at the end of the video, but I'm really enjoying going into the shop at the market and then getting home at a decent time, having something to eat, having a little chill, and then coming into my studio to work on pieces. It feels like I'm getting more done, but I'm doing it at a more leisurely pace, if that makes sense. So yeah, but either way, it's good. So I'm just finishing off this tartan piece. This was some fabric that I purchased for a client, and then she changed her mind and wanted a different fabric, which is fine because I can always use fabric. This is a cotton tartan rather than a viscose that I usually use for the tartan dresses. So I thought I would make a hybrid tartan piece. The good thing about the cotton is that it sits really nicely, and it actually gives a kind of structural element to the garment. It's not stiff, but it does sit in a way that gives it a more structural appearance. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.